Why Joan Crawford and Bette Davis hated each other. Bette Davis and Joan Crawford had a decades-long rivalry. Crawford was an established star when Davis moved to Hollywood. Ex-Lady was the first film Davis' name was featured in. Warner Brothers had arranged a big publicity stunt for it, but Crawford announced her divorce the same day. Davis' film got a small paragraph in newspapers, but they devoted several pages to Crawford's news. Ex-Lady was dropped from theaters after a week. While starring in Dangerous, Davis fell for French Tone, but Tone was in love with Crawford. They would meet every day for a lunch break. Before Tone, Davis had also fancied Clark Gable. Crawford had an affair going with him too. Crawford and Tone got engaged during the filming. Davis claimed Crawford saw how invested she was, and she deliberately manipulated Tone. Davis won an Oscar for her performance in Dangerous. When Tone congratulated Davis, Crawford kept her back to her. Crawford moved from MGM to Warner Brothers. She demanded the dressing room adjacent to Davis. Crawford attempted to make her forget about their past. She sent Davis gifts and flowers to reconcile. Davis returned them all. Crawford took several roles intended for Davis. For her role in Mildred Pierce, she won her only Oscar. Davis took the role of a washed-up actress in The Star. The character was reportedly based on Crawford. Crawford persuaded Davis to co-star in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Davis had previously refused to co-star with her in Caged. The project explored the lives of female inmates, and Crawford was suspected to have feelings for Davis. Davis agreed to sign on to Baby Jane on two conditions. She would play the title role of Jane, and the director wouldn't sleep with Crawford. Crawford was on Pepsi's board of directors at the time. Davis had a Coke machine in her dressing room to spite her. Both called the director nightly to complain about the other. In one scene, Jane beats Crawford's character Blanche. Crawford didn't trust Davis not to hurt her for real, but a body double couldn't be used. During a close-up, Davis hit Crawford hard in the head. She screamed so loud, the filming had to stop. Some reports claim she needed stitches, but Davis insisted that she barely touched her. In another scene, Jane drags Blanche across the room. Crawford allegedly wore a lead-weight lifter's belt. She spoiled at least one take, coughing. Davis had back problems. Once the scene was done, she cried in pain. Davis was nominated for Best Actress for her performance. Crawford campaigned against her, claiming the award. She made arrangements to get up on stage, and Bancroft was named the Best Actress that year. Crawford collected the Oscar on her behalf. Davis and Crawford reunited to film Hush, Hush, Sweet Charlotte, but Crawford dropped out after a week and a half of filming. She claimed that she was unwell. They never worked together again after that. Crawford was the first to pass away. Davis is often quoted saying,
"You should never say bad things about the dead. You should only say good. Joan Crawford is dead. Good."